Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to our webinar alumni sharing. This is our third episode for this year, and today we have three alumni speakers with you. And the first one is Emmanuel. Let me introduce Emmanuel. Emmanuel, his full name is Emmanuel Vekesa Wanyoni, and he is our diploma in nursing with Masa University in year 2010. He is currently working at Dr. Swat Gonzalez University, Hastanisi, and he completed his master and with this Near East University. He got sponsored by this university. He has a lot of sharing today, and let us welcome him. But I would like to pose this question to him, where he's going to share with us. He will share and reflect on his professional journey and how it means to him. And he will share his skills in facing the workplace challenges. There's a lot to share from him. And he also has completed his master. And we would like to hear from Emmanuel regarding his professional journey. So without further ado, I would like to invite Emmanuel to the floor. Welcome, Emmanuel.
Hello. Thank you, Professor Zara. This is such a great honor to be here even this afternoon in Malaysia. Here in Northern Cyprus is in the morning. All right, so I want to thank you for this opportunity. I want to thank Masa for this opportunity. Regarding to the questions that have been posted earlier on what nursing actually means to me, I think I'd like to begin with the aspect that the first and foremost, I came to Cyprus. Before that, I was in Malaysia. For the past 3 years, I did my diploma there. I got the skills. I learned the nursing skills. And then I decided that that is not enough. So I decided to do my bachelor's. And when I did my bachelor's in 2014, I learned in terms of ethics, what nursing is all about, what consists of nursing. I learned about leadership. So I realized that just getting the skills from this diploma was not enough. Doing my bachelor's was an aspect of me getting to know the ethics of my profession. And then that was not enough. I decided to come to Cyprus to further and major in pediatrics, which I'm here today. And hopefully at the end of this presentation, I hope that all of us could learn something and pick something from this. Otherwise, I'm grateful for this opportunity. And so in this journey that I've learned, even in my profession, I've learned that nursing is just not a skill. I've learned that nursing is just not about ethics. It's not just about doing what is right beside the patient. You know, I've learned that nursing is something that has become a lifestyle and a character. You know, so when you interact with the patient, how you interact with the patient, how you touch the patient, how you talk to the patient, I've seen how effective, and I've seen how that could make a change in the life of a patient. So I realized that it's just not how you give the injection. I just realized it's how you communicate to the patient, how you give the injection, and the explaining and giving of education to the patient that makes a difference, you know. So we realized that just the skill is not enough. We realized that also communicating what you're doing, what's the purpose of that injection, for example, gives comfort to the patient. And that itself is part of curing, and that itself is part of enhancing the quality lifestyle of the patient. So nursing as a career has been something that has built me up in an aspect of knowing that that nursing is not just a career. It has become something that is part and parcel of me. And that's why there's this saying, they say, once a nurse, always a nurse. I didn't realize that until I started working, only to realize that that becomes part and parcel of you. And now, even with the pandemic, you see that now everyone now knows how to do their hand wash. Now, nothing has really become so relevant even to our own homes. All right. So we see that it has become a lifestyle. And posing to the same second question that was asked earlier about challenges, I realized that working in a foreign country is on a different note because we see that the policies are different. Everywhere in every country, policies are quite different. So I realized that in terms of challenges, is the adjustment and also language barrier, which I think that working in a new place, teamwork is very essential. So I realized that with working in a new foreign country, the aspect of teamwork became so relevant to me. Relying on my teammates, relying on them to cooperate, to know what to be done to the patient became so relevant to me. So I realized that teamwork was very essential for me in that challenge of language barrier. And then we realized that also because of different practices of how they carry out their work, that has pushed me to even adjust in the way of things are done because of different management styles, leadership styles. So you see that in the aspect of me doing my bachelor's, it has helped me to adjust to this kind of challenge. All right, because I learned about leadership and I learned how to manage the different types of leadership style, authoritative, and this type of leadership. So it enabled me to adjust to this kind of challenge. So I see that this is something that I've learned here. And coming to the third question that was posed earlier, I see that this was definitely in regards of online studies. And I see that with online, the challenges are different. We see that the challenges of online studying, we see that too much distraction management. When they're doing online, they're doing studies online, too many distractions at home, too many distractions with people around you. So not able to stay, to be able to focus and concentrate. And also in terms of understanding the expectation that are posed in terms of the lessons that are there. And also meeting face to face, which we realize that we are social human beings. All right. So in terms of social interaction, it's contributing to our essence of being. So we see that these are challenges to online study. So we are hoping that, God willing, that with the pandemic, things will change and people will be back face to face, because we see that interaction basically to students, it improves our social skills, even in our career as nursing students and those who are working in the workplace. We see that is very, very necessary for the care of the patient. And then last but not least, we see that the fourth question that was posed, the advice for me that I will give to the nurses that there is that nursing is just not a passion. It's not just a passion. We see that also it's not just working smart. It's not just working hard. That is not enough. In Malaysia, they say you need to have a thick skin. In this career, you need to have a thick skin. What do I mean by this? I mean that as a profession, you not allow anything to let you down, not anyone to speak down on you, no matter where you come from, no matter what your background is. I want you to know that learning is part of our life. And that's why I encourage us to do lifelong learning, because it helps you to grow not just as a person, but to grow as a career and to grow in your profession. Last but not least, this is my advice that I'm leaving for my fellow colleagues and nurses, student nurses who are pursuing their education, that as Spider-Man once said, that with great power comes great responsibility. All right. So we see that this is very, very important. So knowledge is power. All right. So I will encourage you to continue to pursue your education, because as for me, I'm not stopping on masters. I would like to pursue my PhD, because I want to be part and parcel of change in our community. I want to be part and parcel of contributing on the policies that are going to make a change even in our society. So I want you to know that continuous learning is very, very important in our career. As you'll be starting to work, you will realize that you're meeting new patients, new cases, and you realize that knowledge is very essential and is very important for us. So continuous learning, I would encourage that we all take this opportunity to continue learning and to continue investing in ourselves. Otherwise, I want to thank you for this opportunity that you've granted unto me. Back to you, Professor Zara.
I understand, Emmanuel. You have
Yes,
a few slides to show, I think.
yes, I
Can
have.
you
Yes,
show? Yeah, yes, yeah. And I take what you said just now.
yeah,
All about the what you said just now about skill. Yeah, just a skill is not enough, because in nursing there are ASK. We have
yeah,
attitude. The most
yeah,
important is the attitude. Then the
yes,
skill. Only then
yes,
professional knowledge. So
yes,
again, remind is one of them, and remind you, once a nurse is always a nurse. But a nurse
yes,
must go for continuous
yes,
learning to keep up the
yes,
skill, to keep up the
yes,
knowledge. Okay.
yes.
So please share what you have so that to give some inspiration, Emmanuel.
Yes, please. One moment.
Is it okay?
Is Mr. Young helping me to the? Do I share from my side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it okay?
Maybe Mr. Young could assist me, because on my side, my system is limited.
Yeah.
Mm.
He or you have to show from your side.
I have to share from my side.
Yes, you have to show from your side. He because it's under you. Are you able to show?
Um, I'm trying to, depending on the system that I'm using, it's not giving me the option to share the video, the
Okay.
presentation.
So never mind. Later you send to my WhatsApp. I will share with them towards the end.
Yeah.
Is it okay?
Okay,
Okay.
that would be great. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Emmanuel.
Thank you,
So
Prof.
please send to my WhatsApp. I will share from here. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Now the next presenter. Next presenter is our alumni by the name of Amina Renzi. And Amina is a nurse educator in School of Nursing at Maldives National University. And she aimed to develop nursing as a caring profession to blend the human emotion with technological advancement in pedagogy of learning and teaching. She has completed her master in nursing science with MASA. This is affiliation with the University of Northumbria. And now, currently, she is pursuing her doctorate education in Faculty of Nursing at Chiang Mai University, Thailand. Rinzi, the floor is yours. Welcome.
Yes, thank you, Prof. Assalamu alaikum. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining, and I thank Masa for the opportunity and Prof. Sarah for the opportunity to be with you all and present a little bit of my story and share the time I spend in Masa as an alumni. So, first of all, as a beginning, let me share my screen with you. Prof, can you see my screen? Hello. Um, Let me try again. Sometimes we face technological issues, but it is okay. So it's a lifelong process of learning. So sometimes we have to face a little bit difficult situations as well. Okay, now back to the little bit of presentation. I am graduated from MASA in the year 2013, and these are my fellow classmates of my master's program. And I am from Republic of Maldives. Maldives is located in the Indian Ocean. We are a country with our own language, but in the hospital industry and the nursing, we use English to communicate in the working area. And my currently I have experienced 15 years in the clinical side, but at the moment I'm a nurse educator in School of Nursing in Maldives National University, and my aim is to develop our profession by teaching, touching souls, and being together with my students as well. And at the moment, I am actually very happy because the program of masters in nursing in Masa was the time period of my life that I would never forget, and it's a very enjoyable moment. And the professors who was teaching us was very kind enough and full of knowledge, and that's why they were there. And what I learned from being in the program was to respect transcultural nursing, because in our country it's we do not have this that much diversity as Malaysia. In Maldives we have one ethnicity, but when I came to Malaysia I learned Satu Malaysia, that is been together with many other international students as well, and to learn to respect other cultures, to learn and gain live experience was a wonderful opportunity. And at the moment I am in not in my own country. And hello people and nurses from my country Maldives who are watching me online today. I do miss you all. I do miss Malaysia. And here in Thailand, Chiang Mai University, I am doing my doctorate PhD at the moment. And what I feel like one question that was like, what are the skills that we face, and how we can face workplace challenges. Like, first of all, we should believe in our own self. We should believe in the positive side of life, and try to do a little bit more. As an example, this picture over here, this was my dissertation presentation of my master's thesis. I presented in my country the thesis because I did not want to let it just sit on a stand or without being publishing this. Do not want it to be just like the knowledge should be shared. This is how I believe. So we should do a little bit more. Not because we are asked to, but we always have to like try to give a little bit of more of our love or care, or the information that we are giving to the community, the caring side of the nursing, that is very important. And about the resilience and perseverance, what I would like to say is that not that everything will go on smooth. Sometimes we may have conflict, sometimes we may have a breakdown, we may get tired as nurses. resilience and perseverance. This is the two quality that is a very essential to develop our skills to face workplace challenges. And it should be one step at a time. And sometimes if a dream is too big and we want to break it down, we can break it down a bit by bit, a step by step. Every day is the process. So looking about how to navigate in the life, I would like to thank all my classmates. And in the graduate, when I was graduating, we had this promise to be collaborating with each other and doing work together and to write and be in touch always. For that reason, I am still in contact with my fellow classmates of master's program. And Professor as a dean, she was very kind-hearted, and we traveled many places. Learning wasn't actually only in the classroom; it was outside the classroom. We gained a lot of experiences, and in collaboration. Like for example, there was this one very fine day when our prof took us to Malacca, and over there we met a few more international students and Malay students. We collaborated with them, kept in touch, and later on, after even 5 years, we are able to travel to Sarawak to attend from Maldives. Me and my friends, we travel to Malaysia again to attend the university. There was a very big event and a conference. So these kind of opportunities and this kind of collaboration is very essential and very important. And always we must find a way to take good things home, to take. Like my philosophy is legends are not just born. We have to make an effort. We have to make an effort to make a legend happen. So in order to do this, what can we do? Are we going to go to work and just work and go home? No. I found that knowledge sharing is one of the thing that is very important. It is very innovative when it can touch many souls. Therefore, I started to do a little bit more, and doing what I love was uh, how I found most happiness. And to do now is the time, and to do more is what I wanted to do. And my students in the university where I teach are my friends, and apart from them, to balance my life, I have a beautiful family, nice, good friends, and can reflect on my personality, can reflect on caring for the patient. Having a travel diary was a wonderful opportunity. As a nurse, I feel that all of us, journaling is very important, and electronic journaling or documentation, any form of journaling is a good thing. And to stay physically and mentally healthy, in a peace, and enjoy. The enjoyment is the most important in the learning process. We must enjoy what we are doing. So that is the only way that we can enjoy this life, and we can develop ourselves and be a good human being as a nurse as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Rin. Nice meeting
Thank
you.
you, Prof.
So yes, so now you're in Thailand in Chiang Mai for your PhD.
Yes,
Yes,
yes, yes.
so
But
I remember
still,
how
I
you work
feel
very
so
hard.
close
So close, yes.
to Malaysia,
So
to Masa.
so when is your PhD will be over? Your PhD next year
Prof, I'm in the second year right now.
in the
I'm
second year.
preparing for my proposal defense and proposal writing.
Yeah.
So I'm very grateful and honored today to share my experience with all my Malaysian university friends, and it's a privilege.
So I hope when you go back to your university, we can have some student exchange program with your university under Masa.
Yes,
We can work together. Okay. So this is,
yes,
I
Prof.
think, my intention later on because you are in the uh, university base, right? Okay. All
Yes,
right.
Prof. Yes.
Thank you very
Assalamu
much, Rin.
alaikum. Welcome. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you. Thank you. See you again. Now we are with the third speaker. She is our alumni, Wong Kit Yan. Wong Kian completed her diploma in nursing with Masa University in year 2017. And she is currently active with National University Hospital, which is the magnet hospital. We should be proud. This hospital is a magnet hospital. Maybe she can share with us. And in Singapore, yeah. And she is working in the inpatient department of hematology and oncology. Currently, she is pursuing her part-time degree with University of Edinburgh, UK. Dear Wong, the floor is yours. Welcome.
Thank you, Prof. It is absolutely my honor to be sharing this platform today with the other two inspiring nurses. Okay, so hi everyone, good afternoon. My name is Kian. Well, last month, during Chinese New Year, I received a greeting message from Prof. Zara. We had a little chat, and I remembered sending her a photo, which coincidentally came up on my Facebook on that day. It was actually a photo of my friends and I during our final presentation as student nurses in Masa University. I think that photo has sort of given me an opportunity to be one of the speakers for today's sharing session. Many thanks to Prof again for the invitation. I mean, it is great to be able to reconnect with my university after graduating for about 4 years now. All right, without further ado, I would like to briefly share an overview of my 3 years of humble nursing journey. I graduated from Masa in year 2017. Back then, I did home-based nursing and had quite a few cases in hand. So that sustained for about 8 months before I landed a job in Singapore. I got employed by National University Hospital, NUH, in 2018 and worked in the inpatient department of hematology and oncology. So fast forward 2 years into my nursing career, I decided to pursue part-time degree with Edinburgh University, UK. And if everything goes smoothly and well, I'll be graduating by next year. So Prof. Zara, she has always been very encouraging to us in taking adventures while being a nurse. She always says, be a nurse and travel the world. So here I am, guys, in Singapore. It is indeed eye-opening when we expand our horizons. There is so much to learn apart from work when you're all in a foreign place. I mean, imagine if you're all alone at somewhere new to you. You'll definitely need to figure things out all by yourself. Having said, this is also the perfect time for growth and new discoveries. Don't be afraid. Speaking of which, I've never imagined myself making friends from Singapore, Philippines, China, and Myanmar. They are all my lovely colleagues, and not forgetting to mention my fellow Malaysians. Looking back, I didn't have it easy when I first started out fresh. Things are a little different when you're in a foreign land. There are many things to adapt to, be it at work or the lifestyle in here. Having said again, I think I have really great colleagues. They totally make life easier at work. When I was a student nurse, my clinical exposure was at the public hospitals in Malaysia. So I kind of have to start all over again in this new place here over in Singapore. To be honest, I immediately felt dumb during the first few months of my probation. That's a true story. The beginning is always the toughest. So what I do to overcome challenges at work is that I'll always have a constant reminder for myself that all I need is to put in a little extra effort each day, and I promise I'll be better and better. It is that kind of perseverance and attitude that has kept me going to where I am today, into the 3rd year working abroad as a nurse. I nurse patients who need active cancer treatments. I have patients who get admitted due to cancer complications. I also have patients who are in their end of life who needs palliative care. Hematology and oncology discipline is a place that needs nurses with unique skill sets. It involves critical thinking, hands-on skills, great interpersonal skills, and EQ. I am just so glad to be part of this nurturing family. This is how I felt working at my current unit. I've also never picture myself nursing cancer patients because when I was a student in Malaysia, my posting in the cancer ward was quite brief and I can't recall much of that experience. And one of the many joys I get from my workplace is, of course, when patients appreciate my care during their hospitalization. Also, setting IV cannula for cancer patient is another kind of job satisfaction for me because typically cancer patients have really challenging and naughty veins, I would say. Some veins are not visible or they are very fragile. In case if you're wondering what's an IV cannula, it's actually the lines that doctors or nurses put for you in the veins for the drips. So if you're able to get a successful cannulation in one attempt, that feeling is awesome, I promise. And most importantly, you can also avoid unnecessary pain for the patient. One of the improvements I see in myself after nursing palliative patients for some time is that I get more comfortable in having conversations with my patients and their family, especially when I'm not someone who talks a lot to begin with. The conversation can get difficult sometimes and harsh. Family may come to you with very direct questions like, is my dad dying? Or sometimes their approach may not be as pleasant. After all, the family is going through some kind of distressing period, which I can empathize. So all these awkward scenarios will require some kind of skill sets. And I'm really fortunate again to be working in an environment whereby I have really great palliative doctors and nurses that I can learn from. Now, speaking of doing part-time degree, it's never an easy task when you have to juggle between your work and study, plus you need to sort out your financial planning, especially when you're not looking for scholarship program if you do not wish to be bonded. So what inspires me to pursue my study is I do know that having a degree will definitely open doors to more opportunities out there. The thing about me is throughout my schooling days, I met many wonderful teachers who had given me great life advices. And there's this particular one from this teacher, which I would hold close to my heart. She said, in life, there will always be a time when things are rough. But just remember to hang on, Kian, and don't ever give up. So whenever I feel like giving up, this phrase always pops up and it actually helps me to pull through all the time. I must say that discipline is the key to success in whatever we do. It is important to plan out your schedule so that you can find a balance within these crazy busy times. Nursing has a wide range of opportunities that you may want to explore. For example, in a hospital setting, there is definitely career progression and so many roles are available for you to take on. You may start off as a junior nurse, but as you progress, you will find interest in some areas, and that can help you to start your specialization. We also have roles like nurse educator, nurse clinician, and advanced practice nurse in Singapore. However, if working in the hospital is too mainstream for you, nurse entrepreneur is also something for you to consider. Commonly, we have home care services or confinement centers for mothers and newborns. Well, all that I've mentioned are actually just very superficial. I believe there's more interesting area that I've yet to know. It is absolutely okay to not know which direction will suit you most for now, especially when you're still new in the nursing industry like myself. But take the courage to explore if you need to. Be open to learning and learn widely, for you never know which day you actually be needing the things that you have learned along the way. I think the only limit is the limit you set for yourself. For me, what makes a great nurse is not only about having the right knowledge or skills, but it's the values within her that she has to offer for her patients and having the abilities to make patients feel safe and comfortable under her care. It does takes a lot to be a nurse. Well, that's my take on it. I hope my little sharing for today is able to benefit you in some ways. Once again, thank you for having me and have a lovely evening, everyone. Back to you, Prof.
Thank you, Wong. I like
You're
your
welcome.
spirit. Don't
Thank
give
you.
up. Don't give up. Yes, don't give up. And we wish you all the best for your next journey. So next year you'll be graduated.
Next year around
Graduated.
year end, September.
Well, you'll be
Yes.
yes. And yeah, we remember. I also take this something to ponder. What you say. The wise man said that join Navy to see the world. Now join nursing to see the world. Where
Yes.
you have been, apart from Singapore, I'm sure you have been holiday and go,
No.
right?
Because of
Yeah.
COVID, I've been in Singapore
Yeah,
only.
later, yes, later. Okay. So
Later, yes.
later, join Navy to see the world. Now join nursing to see the world. And I like what you said. You start with a junior nurse, then you will progress. This is what, as the Patricia Banner, you also study now under Patricia Banner from novice to expert. Yeah, this is what you
That's
have
right.
learned, right? From novice. Yes.
Yes.
So this
I'm
all
still
been
very
experience.
novice here.
Yeah. You are
With
now at the
comparing
level
to
of
the other
advanced
two
student.
speakers today.
So there are maybe like Rin will go to expert and soon Emmanuel, and you will go soon. You are no more novice, no more novice. Novice only to those just graduated. You are
Still
advanced
way to
beginner.
go, way to go.
Yeah, yeah. So thank you very much, Wong. See you. We
Thank you so
hope you can
much.
come back to school. Come back and
Definitely.
share uh, personally with your junior here. Okay.
Yes. See
Thank
you
you
soon,
so much.
Prof.
Yeah. Just now we missed the presentation from Emmanuel because of the technicality. So now Emmanuel is ready for his presentation. We would like to invite Emmanuel back to show his presentation. Emmanuel, yes, please share with us.
Hello, Prof. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Um, Let me just try and put the presentation. All right. Okay. So, well, are you able to see my presentation? Are you able to see my presentation? My opinions. All right. Rosie, are you able to see my presentation? Alright. Okay, so that is my presentation. Alright, so looking at our presentation here. Okay, school. As you can see, this is 2014. This is when I graduated with my bachelor's from Master University in collaboration with Northampton University. And as you can see in the photo, we have our professors who are helping us. I remember Kevin Lee, who really contributed to my studies, the love and care, and also from Prof, that encouraged me for and the knowledge that they shared with us made us to able to achieve the fact that from there that I graduated in 2016 with my first class, and I was inspired to actually go forward and even pursue more, because most people in Master University, special lecturers, they have educated themselves and they have PhDs and all that. So you're always hanging around success, and when you're hanging around people who have achieved, that's why they say company is very important. choose the people you hang out with. And when you hang around people like Professor Zara and our teachers secondly, they were challenging us to achieve more, not to settle for less. And also remember, friends are a good part of psychological support as a nurse. The same way you give psychological support to your patient, this is the same way you give psychological support to yourself. When you have people who are around you to support you and support you. And also remember, family played a very big role for me in achieving my education. Financial support, the spiritual and psychological support enabled me to be where I am today. And this is when I did my thesis, master's in pediatrics, and these are my professors, Professor Zara, Professor Janda. He was my supervisor. Is a doctor from Turkey. She actually encouraged me to pursue and pediatrics because the world of children, there's so much to learn. There's so much to learn. And that's why you see small things in our lives, a great impact. And this is Professor Janda. In 2019, where I graduated with my master's in pediatrics, where I have the passion for children.
Sorry, Emmanuel. Sorry. Yes, some interruption with the noise there, maybe on your side. I think you didn't press the slide. Can you press your slide? Because we only show the first slide. You have a few slides. Are you able to show your slide?
Yes, can you see my slide from the beginning?
Oh, yes. The next one. How about the next one?
The next one here.
Yeah, it does not work. Okay.
Okay, 1 minute.
So we just have another 3 minutes. Okay. Good. So we can see the graduation day through this place. Okay.
Yes. Yes, the next one.
The next one, please. The next one.
Um,
Can you show the next slide?
The next slide, 1 minute. Okay. Can you see the next one?
One, please.
Okay. This is the next one. The next one. Can you see the next one?
Yeah, please, next one. This one, the same one. Can you show the next one?
Yes, that's the next one.
Yes. Yes, your parent, right?
Yes, that's my family. The spiritual and moral and psychological support.
They're very happy. They came over to attend your convocation.
Yes, and that's my father's wife there in Malaysia. And
Next one, please.
the next
So
one,
family support is very important. Yes.
family
Next one.
support. Then that's the next one.
Yeah, next one you with
That's my professor.
master program with your lecture.
Yes, in Masters in Pediatrics. And then the next one. That's my professor. That's Professor Jan.
Okay. So congratulations for your master. You have done with scholarship. In fact, I know you our first degree first class honors. You got your first class honors, right?
Yes, Prof.
Yeah, congratulations. And now you're working at the ICU in the Smith Hospital.
Yes, yes. Now it's 17. I was in the ICU in pediatrics.
Okay, next one, Emmanuel, next one.
So next one is Okay, next one is okay. Next one. This is when I work in general ward.
Yes.
Yeah. Working in general ward, taking care of pre and post op ward, after operation, before and after operation, and also taking care of geriatric patients, both from the colleagues. And then
Okay. So next one.
next one.
Because we are running short of time. Next one.
So this was when we remember when we talk about bedside nursing, and this was the time we had to recognize for taking care of a patient who had done surgery and bedside nursing. So this is our character and personality and our attitude. As you mentioned earlier, this is where our attitude plays a big role in the patient, even our personality and our character. We got recognized for being the best care, and we are cited in the newspaper. All right, and last but not least, the last one. This is the last line. I just want to honor my fiance for the support. You know, they say after every successful man there's a woman. So this is the woman of my life, fiance, Ms. Rachel. She's been supportive in this journey of my career. She's been part of my success. I want to thank her for support from me. I love you, and thank you for your support. If it was not have support, I would not be here. Otherwise, I am very grateful for the support team that has been offered from Arthur Institute. It has made me who I am today. The education that you deposited in us has been recognized all over the world. And that's why we are able to travel around and even make an impact and become better people. Thank you very much, Prof.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. Actually, there's some interaction there, the noise. So we would like to apologize for the some noise at the background there just now. And our webinar, our alumni sharing come to the end. We thank you to Rins, thank you to Emmanuel, and thank you to Wong. They have shared their professional journey, and they have shared how the journey style and how they are facing these workplace challenges, and their personal experience with PhD study now, Rin at Chiang University, Thailand, and Emmanuel, his experience in the master program with his scholarship. Congratulations. And Wong for another year to complete her degree. With that note, I would like to thank again to the three speakers, our alumni. This is our third episode. We hope to meet again in May, because this alumni series is every alternate month. For this year, we have arranged for 7 alumni sharing. With that, thank you everyone, and please fill up the Google form for the evaluation, and hope to see you again. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.